What's up guys? Today I bring you episode 97 of the coolest tech of the month, January 2025. Roll the intro. So this is the first episode of the year where I'll be checking out a whole bunch of innovative cool tech products and gadgets, and in this episode we are going to be checking out a brand new electric bike, a gaming chair with heat and massage function, a Marvel edition of GameSir's new controller, we have a gaming headset from MSI, some external tiny SSD drives, we have the Redmi Buds 6 Pro, some Bluetooth speakers by DOS Audio, we've got more gaming tech and gaming controllers, we have a smart treadmill by Mobvoi, a mini PC, an impressive clone of DJI's 4K mini drone, and lots more. So if you have not already, then please like and sub to the channel for more innovative cool tech videos like this one. And as usual, everything you're about to see will be linked in the description box with timestamps so you can jump straight to the product that interests you. So without any further ado, let's begin with the first cool product. So first up, we have the Enjoy E26 e-bike in Bumblebee Yellow. This e-bike has a number of great features, which includes torque sensor, 250 watt brushless motor, hydraulic disc brakes, massive 140 kilometer range, 7-speed Shimano gears, shock absorbers, large fat tires, and lots more. Design wise, the e-bike is made from aluminium alloy frame, finished in yellow, retail description, Bumblebee Yellow. Now this e-bike comes very well packaged in a large box, and the first step is to snip all the cable ties. So let's go. Now with everything out of the box, let's check out the accessories. So we have left and right pedals, a single nut and screw, a small bag of tools, a cycle bell, a user manual, and another small box containing power cable and power supply. Okay, so now let's get this assembled. Now this does come with everything you need to assemble the bike. I'm using my electric screwdriver as it's just quicker to get the job done, but all tools are provided for you in the box. The instruction manual is also super easy to follow, and I had this one assembled within 30 minutes. Now looking at the handlebar, we have our left hydraulic brake handle, a control unit to power on the e-bike, and a plus and minus button so you can change the power assist levels, and there are 5 levels to choose from. Now the LCD display is large in size, and the brightness is also very good, so you can see it even on sunny days. And on the other side we have our manual, 7 Shimano gears, and another brake handle. Furthermore, this e-bike has a 250 watt brushless rear hub motor. There is a built-in torque sensor giving you up to 70 Newton meters of torque. So harder you pedal, the more power you will get from the motor. Slow pedaling will give you less power. And maximum speed is around 25 kilometers per hour. Smooth drive and plenty of power and acceleration, especially in power assist level 5. The e-bike has 26-inch fat tires, which are 4 inches in thickness, are nice and grippy, so conditions are icy and cold, and this e-bike is very stable. I was actually worried about doing an e-bike shoot today, but man, I feel comfortable on this e-bike. I feel completely in control. I've not experienced any skidding or any other issues due to the iced up roads. So very nice grippy wheels. The e-bike also has a front shock absorber, and the seat also has a shock absorber built in. So combine those with the fat grippy wheels, the ride is powerful and very comfortable on all terrains. So plenty of power going up hills as well. Torque sensor pretty much handles everything according to your pedaling power, but definitely takes away the human effort, especially in power assist level 5. Furthermore, you have your front and rear hydraulic disc brakes and 7-speed Shimano gears. Now you do have front and rear LED lights, and I love the design and size of the front LED. It gives the bike some character. Now the battery is removable. It's a 48 watt 16Ah battery, and it's locked within the frame, and you get 2 keys with it to unlock the battery. So you can charge the battery with complete convenience, removing it and charging it anywhere in your home. And it takes a good 5 to 6 hours for a 100% charge. Now in case you're wondering, the e-bike does have some weight to it. It's 33 kgs in weight. And it does come with a rear rack, which is ideal if you're thinking about using this as a delivery bike. And the long battery life would also be quite convenient for that type of job. So the Enjoy E26 in Bumblebee Yellow is a pretty awesome ride. And overall, I feel it's a very good e-bike for the money. Very well made, premium in design and quality. So next up, we have the Autoful M6 Ultra Pro gaming chair. Now this is one action-packed gaming chair. The seat features heating or cooling with massage function, and incredible lumbar support, and lots more. Now first of all, let's get this thing assembled. So it took me around 20 minutes to get this assembled, thanks to my favorite screwdriver, and the instructions were super easy with illustrations, so you really can't go wrong. And as you guys can see, it's an absolute beauty, black and gold, finished in this rather nice breathable leather. Now this gaming chair has a unique mechanical armrest that you can rotate 360 degrees all the way around. You can also push the armrest slightly forwards or backwards. These are also height adjustable, so you press the silver switch underneath and that unlocks the armrest so you can lift it up or down. So you can basically achieve any angle you wish for precise comfort. They are solid armrests, but at the same time padded and very comfortable to rest your arm on. Now this gaming chair has a 3D ergonomic headrest, which can be adjusted in multiple directions, giving you nice support for your head and neck. And if you wanted to sleep, you can fold the headrest in from either side to support your head and prevent it from tilting to the side in case you do fall asleep. At the back of the chair, you will find a USB cable. Plug it into a power source like a small mini power bank, for example, and that is enough to power the heating, cooling and massage functions. Now each function has 3 levels of power. So we're going to test the cooling function first of all with my thermal imaging camera, which can detect the surface temperature. And you can see it's detecting around 23 degrees Celsius. And at level 3 you can certainly hear the fan noise. Now the heat function does not make any noise. The seat quietly heats up and peaks at around 48 Celsius according to my thermal imaging camera. So it heats up gradually, and after a few minutes you will probably want to turn the heat down or completely off. It's quite an effective heating system in this gaming chair. Now the massage function can be used in conjunction with heat or cooling, and also has 3 levels of power. More than a massage, it feels more like small pulses of vibration in your lower back. It actually feels pretty good, especially when used with the heat function at the same time, and it might even relieve some mild back pain or tiredness after a long day. Now this gaming chair also has a pretty good dynamic lumbar support. You have 2 controls on the side, a lever which you pull up and it allows you to set the lumbar support at a position which you find most comfortable, and then you have a knob which you turn to target the lumbar support either slightly up or down. Really nice lumbar support. It helps you keep your back straight and comfortable position, especially for long gaming sessions. Furthermore, this gaming chair can recline completely flat, and there is an integrated footrest which folds out when you need it. So you can literally lie down whilst gaming or take a power nap when needed. So in my case, when I'm switching from work mode to game mode for that complete relaxation, first of all, my dual screen vertical monitor folds down, projector powers on, PS5 ready for action, gaming chair goes flat, headrest adjusted, armrest goes down, footrest slides out, massage and cooling activated, and I'm ready to play some games. Let's go. So next up, we are checking out Mobvoi's latest 3-in-1 treadmill. This is the Mobvoi Home Treadmill Ultra. I guess we're going to need that electric screwdriver again. Let's go. Now inside the box you will get a small accessory box containing some tools, some oil, screws and a treadmill safety key. And then we have another bag of accessories containing a power cable, some foot stumps, a non-slip pad with 3M adhesive on the other side, and an easy to follow, fully illustrated user setup guide. Now, setting up was actually much easier than I expected it to be. So to begin, you just screw on the 4 foot pads. There are 6 in total, with 2 already attached for you at the bottom. So you're just attaching 2 in the middle and 2 at the top. Thereafter, we loosen 1 screw on each side with the included Allen key, and then you'll be able to unfold the treadmill to a vertical position, and then you just tighten both screws to secure. So we have a large multifunctional panel showing metrics like speed, time, distance, and lots more. We have some buttons to control the actual treadmill, starting off with a button to reduce speed. Then you've got boost to level 3, start, pause, a stop button. You've got boost to level 6 button and a speed increase button. So you can gradually increase speed. The maximum speed this treadmill supports is 12 kilometers per hour. The maximum weight capacity is 120 kgs. The actual dimensions of this treadmill is 130.8 centimeters wide, 110.8 centimeters height, and 62.5 centimeters in depth. And the walking area is 102 centimeters by 42 centimeters. Now, this treadmill is very compact in size and does not take up too much space, especially when compared to the treadmills you see in the gym. This is more of a walking pad, but lets you run up to 12 kilometers per hour, which is actually pretty fast. Now, on this thing, I can run up to 8 to 9 kilometers per hour, and then anything above that is too fast for me. So all in all, very well made product. Does not creak or wobble about. It's very sturdy and it's quite comfortable to use. Next up, we are checking out the GameSir Galileo G8 Plus wireless mobile game controller, and this is the new limited Thanos edition, licensed by Marvel. Now, I've already done a full detailed review of the G8 Plus, but this is the first time I'm unboxing the Thanos edition. So we've got a cool little controller brooch. That's really nice, and it's the actual Thanos edition as well. And on the back, you can see it says Thanos in big fonts with a Marvel logo. We've got 2 mappable buttons on the back as well, L4 and R4. So this is a telescopic controller grip for mobile phones. So you could fit something as large as a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and you can see you still have space. This works via Bluetooth, so you've got wide compatibility with Nintendo Switch, iOS devices, Android, tablets, and PCs. So yeah, you could stick a tablet in between there as well. Now we have Hall effect joysticks for no stick drift. We've got adjustable analog triggers, 6-axis gyro, mappable buttons. You've got dual vibration motors. You've got console quality premiumness. You can see this really nice grippy finish on the back. You've got the XYBA layout. You've got the plus and minus, which also acts as select start, shoulder buttons. This does support pass-through charging, and you've got a Type-C port at the bottom and a pairing button. So ergonomic grips, magnetic faceplates. So these faceplates do come off. They are magnetic, and you can swap them out with optionals. You can switch between Android mode, DualShock 4 mode, Nintendo Switch mode, and G-Touch mode. It works great with all Android games. You can map the controls with the games that don't support controllers. It also works great with game streaming apps like PS Remote Play, Moonlight, Steam Link, and the list goes on. Alright, so next up we are looking at MSI's Maestro 300 gaming headset. So here we have a wired USB gaming mouse, which is designed for long gaming sessions and comfort. And I'm actually surprised by the weight. It's only 258 grams, so very light. You've got the USB-C cable already connected, and it's a 1.5 meter cable. Now, these headphones feature 40mm neodymium drivers, providing wide frequency response for great audio experience, giving you crisp highs, precise mids, and a rich bass. Now, this comes with a detachable microphone with a 3.5mm connector, which you connect like so. And it is a flexible microphone, so you can put it in any direction you like. Now these headphones are well padded at the head strap and the ear cups themselves. Now by default you get fabric ear cups attached, but you can pull them off and you can attach these PU leather or vegan leather if you prefer. Or if you're wild, you can have one of each. I think I'm going to swap out the fabric for the PU leather, as I just find that to be more comfortable. Now the filling of both ear cups are actually high density memory foam. So very good quality ear cups are designed for comfort. Now you can see the MSI Dragon logo on both sides. And at the top you've got the actual MSI logo. Now on the left side you've got some controls. You've got a mute switch and volume control. Now the headphones are adjustable, so you can adjust them from both sides like so. And overall the design, the adjusting mechanism, everything feels very well made. Alright, so next up we have the Zyke Drive. This is a USB 4 SSD enclosure. So here is the enclosure. You can see the Zyke logo on top. The actual enclosure is protected by this hard plastic cover, which we can slide out like so. Okay, and that part can be taken off. So the enclosure itself is made from aircraft grade aluminium alloy with a ridged design. You can see the Zyke logo in front. Now you've got a compartment over here which houses a Type-C to Type-C cable. Now really easy to install your SSD. It's a toolless design. Over here it says open with an up arrow. So you simply pull the top compartment open and slide it out. And there you can see the SSD slot. So this supports NVMe M.2 SSDs up to PCIe Gen 4, and it is also backward compatible. I've got one over here. This is M.2 2242 and it's a 1TB drive. So we stick in our M.2 SSD, that secures it in place. So that SSD is going nowhere. You've got a thermal sticker on top, which I'm not going to peel off at this stage, but you can peel it off, put the cover back on, and that's it. You're ready to use your SSD. You just pull this out, stick it in the Type-C port, and then you can connect that to your device, be it a PC, laptop, Mac, wide compatibility of course. You can even use it with your tablet, your Android phone, pretty much wide compatibility. Now maximum capacity is 16 terabytes, and you can achieve read speeds of up to 3.8 gigabytes per second and write speeds of up to 3.1 gigabytes per second. Alright, next up we have another product by the same brand, Zyke. This is a USB-C extended storage, and here it is in my hands, and look how tiny this thing is. So it's an external USB-C flash drive with an LCD display. It's designed for iPhone 15 and 16 series, but it does also work on Android. Now with the iPhone, you can film 4K or ProRes video directly onto the external storage. I have the 1TB version right here, but you can also pick this up in either 256 or 512 gigabytes. This also supports PD function, so you can still charge your phone whilst you use this device, and it supports up to 27 watt fast charging. So just to show you that this does work on Android, we stick it in, and there you can see the capacity, 1TB, you can see the voltage in the middle, and you can see the temperatures as well. So if I go to my files, you can see there 1TB of internal storage, only 48 megabytes used. The product has a magnetic back, so you can basically connect it up and it will stay attached to the back of your phone. And there you can see again the same stats, 1TB, voltage and temperatures. And now you're ready to film with your phone whilst you've got that extra 1TB storage connected to your phone. How useful is that, guys? So next up, we are looking at the Xiaomi Redmi Buds 6 Pro. And here is the charging case itself. You can see the Redmi logo on the back, and just underneath it says triple driver sound. Now flip it over, we have a battery indicator strip, and just underneath we have a Type-C charging port and a pairing button. So if we open them up, you'll be presented with the earbuds themselves. And here they are, the Redmi Buds 6 Pro. So these support high-res audio wireless and has LDAC certifications. They also support Bluetooth 5.3. Now we have coaxial triple drivers consisting of 11mm dynamic drivers with titanium diaphragm. And then you have two more 6.7mm ceramic drivers. These do support head tracking and feature active noise cancellation with the ability to drop that sound by 55 decibels. These earbuds feature 3 noise cancelling microphones built in. They are also IP54 water and dust resistant, These earbuds support dual device simultaneous connection, so you can connect to two smartphones at the same time. The charging case has a 480 milliamp hour battery built in, and each earbud will give you 9.5 hours of battery life. The charging case will give you an additional 35-hour battery life. Now these do support fast charging, so 5-minute charge in this case will give you 2 hours of music. Now there is a smartphone app called the Xiaomi Earbuds app, and this app allows you to manage many of the features of these earbuds. It will show you the battery levels of both left and right, and over here you can see your active noise cancellation options, transparency, noise cancellation, or you can switch it right off. Now these earbuds feature touch and swipe gestures, and you can customize all of them. You have audio effects, so dimensional sound, immersive sound, track head movements, adaptive sound, and audio balance. Additional settings, in-ear detection is supported. You've got an AirTip fit test, dual connections, and take calls automatically. Now under audio effects you have dimensional audio, and from here you can switch on immersive sound, giving you EQ presets to play around with. You've got something called audio balance, where you do have some presets for enhanced bass, which I selected straight away. You've got enhanced treble, enhanced voice, and then you've got custom. If you know what you're doing, you've got a custom EQ there as well. So let's quickly give these a rating. Alright, so the bass levels, I give these a 3.5 out of 5, and overall sound quality, I'm going to give these a 4 out of 5. So very decently priced Redmi Buds 6 Pro. So next up we have the Mobipad S1 liquid silicone controller for Nintendo Switch. Alright, so there are two versions of this product. So we've got the S1 standard version and the S1 HD version. If I grab one controller from each, you can see they are identical. So the only difference between them with the HD version is you have HD rumble versus standard rumble. So that is the difference, and we're going to concentrate on the standard version. You've got Hall effect joysticks, you've got liquid silicone buttons, you've got mechanical micro switches, you've got liquid silicone D-pad, you've got rumble motor with 3-level adjustable vibration, you've got 6-axis gyro sensor, customizable buttons. These have built-in NFC, you've got one-click wake up. There is a smartphone app where you can further customize things, custom mappings, etc. And these have a built-in 500 milliamp hour battery on each side. To use it, you grab your Nintendo Switch, you remove the original Joy-Cons, and you're sliding these on in exactly the same way. Of course, Nintendo Switch 2 has been announced. That means the old Joy-Cons and any of these type of accessories are not going to work on the new Switch 2, which I believe is launching in around April 2025. Now, as soon as I connected these on to the Switch, they immediately started working. So plug and play, I didn't have to configure anything from within settings. Now you can see a really nice, comfortable, ergonomic grip on the back, which makes things much more comfortable. And you certainly don't get that with the original Joy-Cons. Alright, so the next product is called the DOS Soundbox Pro Plus P400. So this is a wireless Bluetooth speaker, supports Bluetooth 5.3 with a very interesting design. Now on the front you have a mirror finish with the DOS logo in front, but you've got LED lighting effects which blend into the mirror. And there are multiple modes that you can select for these dynamic lighting effects. So Bluetooth speaker supports Bluetooth 5.3, but you can also play back music from a 3.5mm audio jack or micro SD card. So you've got some options there, and there's also a Type-C port for charging. Now on top of the unit you have a whole bunch of controls. You've got power button, you've got an add button to add another speaker should you have two, you've got volume rocker and play and pause, mode button, and an extra bass button. Now this speaker offers 50 watts of total power consisting of dual 25 watt full range drivers, and you have a 7-inch large passive radiator on the back to enhance that bass. The internal battery will give you 26 hours of music playback. The speaker is IPX5 water resistant. Now the speaker also supports true wireless stereo sound. So if you have two of these, and in this case I do have two, you can pair them up with each other to give you a dedicated left and right channel, but you're also doubling the output to 100 watts. That's 50 watts each. So I'm going to give you guys a quick sound test. Was it all in my fantasy? Let me take you dancing like that, that make you wanna change your scene. And oh baby, I wanna know. The clothes is orange, the phones is broke, the food is garbage. But they can't do nothing to us.
Was only 16, yeah, convicted as a felon trial. And all the other people on my block hit your guts. But when I held that knife, all I could see was my mama's eyes.
And I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I'm the underground king, and I ain't been crying.
Picture perfect, I paint a perfect picture, bomb the hooches with precision, man.
I hold back sometimes I won't.
Represent, gotta represent, right?
So these speakers are absolutely incredible, and I'm about to rate the sound. So let's start off with the bass. Overall bass out of 5. I'm easily giving this a 4.5 out of 5. The speaker was so bassy, so powerful. It was like vibrating and falling off the desk. That is how powerful the speaker is. So the bass is brilliant. Really nice bass. Can't complain about that. 4.5 out of 5. And overall sound quality, I'm also giving it a 4.5 out of 5. A very full sound you're getting. Everything sounds really good. I could hear the vocals clearly. And if you didn't want so much bass, just switch off the bass extra and you'll be good to go. All right, let's keep going. This is the 8BitDo Ultimate Mobile Gaming Controller. So here it is, guys, another telescopic Bluetooth game controller. Now these feature Hall effect joysticks, and you've got Hall effect triggers, and you've got your regular shoulder buttons. Up on top, you've got Type-C port and a pairing button, XYBA layout, D-pad, and you've got a few other buttons, plus, minus, etc. One of the biggest phones I have, S24 Ultra. You can see, fits perfectly. Camera bumps do not come in the way. And I've still got the case on, so I don't even have to take the case off, which is pure convenience. And then you have some little bit more space there. So you've got wide compatibility as it's Bluetooth. You can use this with Android phones, iOS phones, maybe small tablets will fit in there as well. And the D-pad feels pretty decent as well. There is a smartphone app called the 8BitDo Ultimate Software V2, which allows you to map controls, adjust the trigger range, adjust joystick sensitivity, and lots more. There is a 300 mAh battery built in, giving you 13 hours of playtime, and it takes around 1.5 hours to fully charge. All right, just going to play a quick game of Blood Strike to see how this works. So I just played a bit of Blood Strike. Absolutely love this game. And it works with this controller natively. I didn't have to do anything to make it work. And you can even use the game streaming apps to play games on this. So 8BitDo Ultimate Mobile Gaming Controller. Very comfortable in the hands. The controls do feel very console-like. Okay, next cool product we have is the Ulefone Armor 27T Pro. Let's check it out, shall we? So this is, of course, a rugged smartphone made from a combination of rubberized plastic. We've got metal on the sides. So I'll quickly go over the ports. At the bottom, we have a Type-C port, which is covered by a watertight latch. On the side, we've got volume rocker and power button, and the power button doubles up as a fingerprint reader as well. On the side, we have a custom button, so you can get it to open any app you like. There is an SD card slot as well, which I quickly want to show you. So dual 5G SIM cards on one side, and space for micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. Up on top, we have an IR blaster, and we have a headphone jack behind another watertight latch. On the back, we've got dual camera setup, 50 megapixel primary, and it's actually the Samsung GN1 sensor, and that's the same primary sensor as used in the Google Pixel 6 Pro, Google Pixel 7, Pixel 7 Pro, and a Pixel 9 Pro, and many other phones. There is also a 64 megapixel night vision camera, and that's an OmniVision lens. We've got LED flash, we've got a thermal imaging sensor in the center, and we've got 2 infrared LEDs as well. Now the phone itself doesn't appear to be too thick for a rugged smartphone. It's 18.5 millimeters in thickness, and it weighs around 400 grams, so it's got the weight to it, but thickness wise, it's not bad. Now the screen, 6.78 inch 120Hz IPS LCD display, and the screen resolution is 2460 by 1080, and we actually have Gorilla Glass Victus protection on top. This phone is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 6300, which is a 6nm octa-core clocked at 2.4 GHz, and for graphics we have the integrated Mali G57. Now RAM and storage, we've got 12 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM, and this phone does support RAM expansion using your internal storage. For storage, we have 256 gig UFS 2.2 storage, and as I showed you earlier, we have microSD expansion up to 2 terabytes. This is running Android 14, giving you a pretty stock-like experience with no bloatware apps or ads included, so nice to see that. Now, this phone has a 10,600 mAh battery built in and supports 33 watt fast charging. But not only that, this also supports wireless charging up to 30 watts. Now this phone is IP68, IP69K certified, and you've also got certifications for military standard 810H durability. Let's have a quick look at the camera features. So we got a night vision camera, then we have video mode. So maximum is 2K resolution, different filters, film stock, classic film, monofilm, etc. 50 megapixel camera, and then under more you have a few other options that you can play around with. Now this phone is all about that thermal imaging sensor. So let's open up my FLR, which activates that feature. Okay, so thermal imaging camera shows you temperatures of things. Here's my hand. My hand is 34.8 degrees Celsius. Mac Mini temperature 27-28 degrees Celsius. All right, another product by 8BitDo. This is the Ultimate 2C wireless controller. It supports multiple ways of connecting. So you've got wireless Bluetooth, then you've got a 2.5 gigahertz wireless dongle, and you can also use this wired using the included USB-A to Type-C cable. And it's multi-platform, so you can use this on PC, Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, and the list goes on. Now the controller features Hall effect joysticks and Hall effect triggers, and you've got your standard shoulder buttons, but just in between you have extra shoulder buttons, L4 and R4. Now you've got the XYBA layout, and you've got plus, minus, and home button in the middle, and 2 other buttons to play with. And the D-pad feels pretty nice too. On the back you can see a flick switch to switch between Bluetooth mode or 2.4 gigahertz wireless mode. You've got the Type-C port on top for charging the actual controller. There is a 480 milliamp hour battery built in, and you have a pairing button as well. Controller feels really nice in the hands. I like this new color. It's a combination of blue, gray, and purple controller grips. Got a nice texture to it. It feels good in the hands. So next up, we've got some interesting accessories for your iOS devices. This is the Limeta EB25. So this is basically a small magnetic power bank, 7,000 milliamp hour capacity. This will allow you to charge your iPhone at 18 watts max. So that's fast charging your iPhone, and at the same time, you could stick an Apple Watch on the back. So imagine charging your iPhone and your Apple Watch at the same time, full speed. All right, so next up we have an interesting looking budget mini PC by AceMagic. This is the AceMagic S1. All right, so very quickly show you what you get inside the box. We got user manual, HDMI cable. We've got a 36 watt power supply, a magnetic stand with some vents at the bottom. So you've got a magnetic stand which simply clips to the bottom. So it just matches with those vents. So you can have this mini PC looking cool and vertical on your desk. So this is a Windows 11 mini PC, budget low-end performance. It's powered by the Intel N95, which is a quad-core processor clocked at up to 3.4 gigahertz. For RAM and storage, we have 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM and 512 gig M.2 SSD. And I believe there is a spare M.2 SSD slot as well. This mini PC supports Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2. You can see on the back, we've got power socket, 2 HDMI 2.0s, 2 gigabit Ethernet ports. You've got 3.5mm AUX and a Kensington lock. Keep going, you've got 2 USB 2 ports, 2 USB 3 ports, some vents, and a physical power button. The back cover can be removed to access the components by just pulling it off from the groove. And here are the internals, so no screws required to access the upgrades. We've got our 512 gigabyte M.2 SSD, and we have 1 stick of RAM in there, 16 gigs of RAM, and you can see there is a spare M.2 SSD slot just above it. So as this mini PC is booting up, you can see it says AceMagic on the LCD display, and we've got some LED effects just underneath it. So here we are, Windows desktop. So display settings, you can see maximum resolution is 2560 by 1440. And if we have a quick look at properties, you can see some of the info there. Intel N95, 1.7 gigahertz. You can see the installed RAM info there, 16 gigs, 15.8 gigabytes usable, 64-bit operating system, Windows 11 Professional, and I can confirm it comes activated and ready to use. Who is this mini PC for? Well, it suits someone who is not into gaming much. Someone who wants to just browse the web, watch YouTube videos, Netflix, Prime, etc. Do shopping, send and receive emails, school, college, uni work, etc. It's limited to performance, so forget about gaming. But for general use, this is pretty good for the money. So next up, we have a mini drone. This is the Potensic Atom. So this comes with a rather nice carrying case included in the box. So we've got a few bags of spare propellers. So you've got a whole bag of screws and a screwdriver so you can actually replace the propellers. A power supply is included, and that's a 60-watt power supply. We've got a whole bunch of cables to play around with. So here is the drone, and you've got this strap. So this does remind me a lot of the 4K mini drone by DJI. So it's a foldable drone. You just unfold the drone like so. We've got a battery already installed in here. So you get 3 batteries in this package. And so that's 96 minutes of total fly time. That's 32 minutes per battery. And you can charge all 3 batteries at the same time, which I'm about to show you. This is a light drone, and it's 249 grams in weight. So you can use this for recreational purposes, and you don't need a license for it. So that's the benefit of having a drone that is under 250 grams. This works with 6 kilometer transmission range. You have a rather nice looking advanced controller, and again, some of you will notice you got DJI vibes from this. I'm actually liking the design better than the DJI, especially for the controller. Nice controller included with dual joysticks and various buttons and functions, including a camera control for taking photos and videos, etc. Now the drone camera can shoot 4K videos at 30 frames, and it can also take 12 megapixel photos, and you can see it's on a 3-axis gimbal stabilizer. So you can take smooth looking videos with this thing. Now this supports visual tracking, digital zoom. You've got various fly modes, spiral mode, pull away, circle mode, boomerang mode, and rocket mode. Really nice quality drone, ability to take beautiful, breathtaking 4K 30 shots. Definitely check this one out, guys. So next up we have the Playzone 2.5 inch SSD game drive. So this is basically a SATA 3 SSD drive, 1 terabyte capacity, Playzone logo on top with a matte black finish. This comes with a SATA to USB cable, which you're going to plug into your computer, your PC, your laptop. Also comes with a SATA cable in case you wanted to connect this internally to your computer. And there's the Playzone hard drive. So this drive will give you access to over 16,000 retro games. Simply plug and play, works on most Windows PCs. It can basically handle anything you throw at it. But this drive can also be used in lower performing systems. Some games are more demanding than others. The recommended configuration is at least a Core i5 or equivalent, and ideally a GTX 1050 Ti or above. I've got the NZXT Player 3 there, which is more than sufficient to run anything this drive has to offer. So when you open up the drive, you will see a bunch of software, Launchbox, PlayNight, and RetroBat. And the best thing about this drive is it's not installing anything on your computer. Everything plays directly off the drive. You can see the categories on the side. We've got 3DO, interactive. You got your Xbox games, Xbox One games, N64. And you can see, you can just scroll down the list, and the list goes on and on. Any of these games can be played by simply double clicking on them. Got NES, got GameCube, Switch, Wii, Wii U, Dreamcast, Genesis, got Saturn, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. It says PlayStation 4, but I think these are PC games, and they should work. Then you got PlayStation 5, which again are PC games, Sony PSP, and then you got SNES. Now just to show you, we're going to try and play Hades. I've got my GameSir controller, which is connected. So let's open up Hades. Hades is playing. This game is really cool, by the way. Now what's interesting about this game drive is I didn't even have to configure my controller. It's working straight out of the box, which is very convenient. Let's go to Dreamcast and double click on Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay, so that's the main software you're going to use. There is something else called PlayNight Desktop for PC games. I'll quickly show you this one in action as well. You've got a whole bunch of PC games on the left. You can see all the games there, and you can open up and play any of these games by simply double clicking again. Okay, so this one is called the Tanjula X1 Pro. So brand new Android streaming box running Android 13. This features Wi-Fi 6, supports HDR10+, comes with an infrared remote control. You get a power adapter and an HDMI cable. So you're going to get access to live TV, movies, pay-per-views, and lots more. So here is a quick look at the OS with a few shortcuts over here, and you can add more shortcuts to this. If I go to all apps, you can see all the apps installed on the box as standard. So you do have YouTube, Netflix, you've got Amazon Prime Video, you've got Aptoide TV, along with Emotion Store, and you've got the Play Store. So number of app stores included as standard. This box is powered by the Rockchip RK3528, which is a quad-core clocked at 2 GHz. And for graphics, we do have the Mali 450. I can also confirm that the Android version is Android 13. If we go into the main system settings, go to device preferences and go to the system storage info. So this box has 64 gigs of internal storage, from which 53 gigs are free to use. And if we head over to About, you can see Android TV OS version 13. Now when you go to the TA store, you'll be able to download all the special software in order for you to take advantage of the advanced features that this box has. So there you have it, guys. That concludes episode 97. And if you got this far, then please hit the like button and let me know which products were your favorites from the bunch and which one you might be interested in. I'll see you guys again next month with another episode showcasing some of the coolest tech that I set my eyes on. All the links are provided for you in the description. That's all for this video. Don't forget to like and sub. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.